National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Packers and the Eagles, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
It's the 7th stadium and 4th country to become part of the NFL's International Series, Brock, as we're here in Sao Paulo, Brazil at Arena Corinthians. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Huard. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over.
Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And away we go, here in Sao Paulo. Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And it's going to be the man under center who brings him out, now in his 9th NFL season.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of a league MVP and maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, or how you start, can have a massive impact on how things play out. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun here. He has the first over the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll throw it again. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Green Bay. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 4th-year quarterback.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right, week 1, all has a sense of gratitude, all has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
A run here with Will Shipley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. From the 36. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They're now set for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Herbert. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Here's 2nd and 14. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff to Herbert. And he's brought down for a loss. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by Harkins is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Green Bay offense returned into the field for their 2nd possession. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
He's got the hook up to Adams. And they finally bring bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll run here with Jones. And he takes this down close, stopped at the 3. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Has the connection to Jones. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. After that play, we see some concern out there, and now we know why. That's our top pick in the draft who's shaken up. Boy, they had big expectations for him this season. Hopefully, this turns out to be nothing. It's 3rd and goal. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it! Someone punched it out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
They'll start this series with an option left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. And the Packers at a 50-B out there for this 3rd down play. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Packers will take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They're going play action. Dump off caught by his back. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New set of downs for him at the 38. Into the hands of Romeo Doubs. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season, and they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 21. That's complete to Musgrave. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Cut near the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Third and long for him here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers get 6 more on their early advantage. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers drive their lead to 11. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. Second down now, 7 to go. Motion man right is Smith. And he's tackled for a short gain. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Braden Mann on the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Ball taken in at the 36. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Packers and Davante Adams getting set for another look here. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Cooper DeJean with the stop. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Pass play now. Short pass brought in. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Zach Bond with the tackle. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. More from this one right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Eagles will take possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Herbert straight ahead. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
From the 31. Finds him over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Looking to the air here. Into traffic, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 16. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Herbert. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Now looking to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to it.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles make it a 1-score game in the first half. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Out now runs the Packer offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Airing it out to start this drive. He'll get this one to Adams. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Cooper DeJean with the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
He's on the move. He's contained at the line for no gain. It was Preston Smith with a stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They motion a receiver left. Now on 2nd and 10. This finds Smith. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Working inside the red zone. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Now Herbert. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. It'll be a pickup of 4, and they'll snap second and goal from the 3. Setting up a throw. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Shipley. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Call it a gain of 2 that time, and it leaves him only a yard away on 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right? Decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return coming from the 6. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Packers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Running right, this is Jones. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. And like his dad before him, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. on the tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Putting the tight end in motion. Here's 2nd and 7. On target to Musgrave. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down, here's Jones. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Jones once more. He still has room inside the 30. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring up. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. They'll try and throw it here. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The the Packers grow the lead to 7. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers grow their lead to 8. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. This return starts at the 5. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. It's a new set of downs for them at the 32. From the gun, Shipley gets it. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's a throw. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Well, your internal clock right there, it has got to be tuned up a little bit. Plenty of time. In this league, if you get 3 seconds to throw the ball and it's not out of your hands, that responsibility falls on you as a QB. But give some credit to the defense, who was able to get home and get the sack.
Braden Mann out once more for another punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Jukes one defender, and it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Packers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. 1st and 10, here's Jones. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Devin White hauls him down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Tight end going in motion here. From the 46. That's complete to Musgrave. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Brazil. And it's the Packers looking at 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Quick slant taken in by Dobbs. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Looking for a throw here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here, and I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll step up, and there he goes. He gets it ahead and winds up with about 3. Devin White hauls him down. So after the play, some obvious concern from their sideline as they watch their quarterback out there in some pain. Training staff running out to check on him. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. First throw for the backup now. He's on the move. He's running for it. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This from 40 on the right hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. And a man is there to knock that away.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by Quay Walker. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He has the first over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Another look for him, Brock. And hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. We've reached halftime, and it's a comfortable 11-point lead for him at the break. As we'll kick you over now to Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman. Coach, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Plenty of good matchups in that 1 o'clock Eastern window. It'll be noon at Soldier Field in Chicago. And a big test for the Bears, as they'll have to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Then later, they'll let the sun die down a bit in Tampa. A late start here in Florida, where it'll be the Buccaneers taking on the Washington Commanders. And finally, on the season premiere of Monday Night Football, take 2 for Aaron Rodgers, the Jets and Niners from Santa Clara. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Here's a return from the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It's a give here for Herbert. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. 2nd and 3 now. Shipley now up the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Again, it's Shipley. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Brought down by Quay Walker. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. This time it's a passing play. He's got Smith. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Short side option here. He's running left. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 42. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They're set up at the 35 now. Out of the gun, it gives to Shipley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brought down by Quay Walker. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. He'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, if he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. From the 34. Complete out to the right side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jones gets it. Across midfield at the 45. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back, third down coming up.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved, and a sign, well, this group did their...
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
Let's be real clear, there is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That's Smith on the slant. He's got to gain a 6 there. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 21. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Shipley. Hits a seam at the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Throwing this back in the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Handoff now to Shipley. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. Packers into a nickel defense, 3rd down. From midfield now. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. Throwing off the play fake here. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Not an overwhelming amount of running room available, but he made what he could through the traffic on the pick. Everything he got them, just a bonus really anyway. They were certainly satisfied by simply getting off the field.
The Eagles and receiver Devontae Smith returning to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Working inside the red zone. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
On the give, here's Shipley. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Pass is caught at the 9. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun here. Finds his back complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Eagles offense staying out there. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. And he will get into the end zone. That ties this game up. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the 2nd half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
Good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. This finds Dobbs. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Musgrave. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They'll throw it. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
False start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. He'll take 5 on the carry, and that gets him back to even. 2nd and 10 now. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Motioning the tight end left. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Able to find Jones. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
The Eagles about set to go on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From midfield on 2nd down. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in Week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Shipley. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Another one for Shipley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Dropping back to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Got all of it, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Play action on 1st down. He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they